Hi, I'm Dr. Ira Helfand. I'm a member of the Board of Directors for Physicians for Social Responsibility, and I'm here in Maine this week talking to people about the danger of nuclear war. Particularly, I've been trying to focus people's attention on the climate consequences that could follow a nuclear war, because it turns out that these climate consequences are even more damaging, more destructive than the direct effect of the nuclear weapons themselves. We've discovered over the last few years that even a limited nuclear war, say between India and Pakistan, that might involve less than 0.5% of the nuclear weapons in the world, would nonetheless have global consequences. It would push about 5 teragrams of soot and debris up into the upper atmosphere. This would form a cloud over the entire planet within a matter of days. And it would drop the temperature across the surface of the Earth by about 1.3 degrees centigrade. That drop is more than twice the change we've seen with global warming over the last century and a half, and would cause massive disruption of agricultural production in all the important grain-growing areas of the world. Today in the world there are over 1 billion people who live on the brink of starvation, and we have very small grain reserves kept in our granaries. This kind of climate disruption could pose the threat of famine to all of these billion people and could lead to a death toll in that range. If it's a major nuclear war that we deal with between, say, the United States and Russia, the picture's even more damaging and more horrifying. That war would put between 150 and 180 teragrams of debris into the upper atmosphere. It would drop temperatures across the planet by 8 degrees centigrade, and the temperatures in the interior regions of North America and Eurasia would fall by more than 20 degrees centigrade. For 3 years, there would not be a single day in the Northern Hemisphere free of frost. That means that all agriculture would stop, ecosystems would collapse, and the vast majority of the human population would die of starvation. Many species would actually become extinct, and that might include our own. This is a consequence which we need to understand. It makes no sense at all to maintain enormous arsenals of nuclear weapons that can do nothing but cause destruction on this scale. We need to respond to this danger by mobilizing public opinion to pressure our leaders to take important next steps towards eliminating nuclear weapons. Last year, the US and Russia signed and ratified the New START treaty. It was a step in the right direction, but it was a very small step. We need to move much more ambitiously to cut the size of our nuclear arsenals, to stop producing fissile material, to ratify the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, which will stop all further nuclear test explosions on the planet. And we need to push our leadership to take these steps to move us forward as quickly as possible on the path towards total nuclear abolition.